Yo guys, Crescent here. Welcome to another build video. Today I'll be showing you an AOE build, which is a stamina AOE build for Stamina Nightblade. This build, I'm gonna call it dirty green balls because you're gonna see all the sets we use are gonna show are kind of like proc sets, and they are all AOE based green balls. That's why it's kind of like dirty green balls, you know. Alright, let's hop straight into the sets. Okay, so the first set we'll be using is Veladreth. Veladreth will spawn 3 spores and will deal about 14k damage after buff. I will show you really quickly. Yeah, so it will do 14.2k damage, disease damage, proc easily when you do damage, any sort of damage by 20% chance to proc. So I think this set is really good for AOE wise, for stamina builds. Okay, you want to have impenetrable on everything, but well fitted it's fine as well. And on the second set we'll be using is Bone Pirate. Obviously Bone Pirate is a staple set for Stamina Nightblade, that's why I'm using it, because we are using a dual wield set. So I think Bone Pirate is really nice. We are using 5-piece Bone Pirate on the body, 5-piece impenetrable, and just make sure on the big pieces you will be using tri-stat glyphs, and the head, body and legs tri-stat enchantment, sorry. And then on the jewelry you'll be using Widowmaker jewelry. This is our second set. This set will do about close to 11k damage after buff for another proc set. So this one is like a stationary proc set, so Veladreth will move forward, this one will proc and will stay on you. After 1 second it will burst. So this is another source of AOE damage when you're using skills like what you call it, Spew Tornado. This skill, this proc set will proc as well, and it has a cooldown for about 10 seconds. Poisons has a cooldown for 10 seconds. Veladreth has a cooldown for 9 seconds. So usually they will proc together. That's why it's really nice to have this 9 seconds and 10 seconds cooldown. Okay, of course the cooldown is a little bit long, but it's fine for me. And we'll be using obviously stamina recovery glyph, stamina cost reduction glyphs, and magicka recovery glyph. Okay, and on a dual wield bar, front bar we will be using obviously poison. I'll go through the poison later. I'll just go through the weapon I'm using. I'll be using axe and 1 dagger. The only reason why I'm using axe and dagger is because I don't have swords. I think in my opinion swords are the best because it will increase the damage by 5% for your proc set. So I personally think swords are the best, but axe is pretty nice as well. It can apply bleed. Dagger is not so good because it increases your crit, and I'm a Khajiit, I have a really high crit already, so I don't think it's really that good. So I prefer you to use axe or maul. Dagger is okay as well, I guess, but sword is the best. Axe and maul is decent. Dagger is your last choice, I guess. And on the back bar, preferably you want to use sword as well, but it's off bar, so it's on the back bar, so it doesn't really matter that much. I only receive an axe, so I'll just use it. And make sure on the back bar you're using Nirnhorn to get more heals. Front bar first main hand you'll be using Nirnhorn, and on the front bar offhand you'll be using Sharpen. Really important. Okay, so this is the dual wield 2-hand setup. It's really decent. There's another setup which is dual wield bow, 2-hand bow. I'll show you that later. I'll just go through the stats. Okay, let me just buff up really quickly. Alright, this is the buffs. Sorry, I don't have my food available. Alright, this is the buff stats. You can see recovery is really nice, magicka recovery, stamina recovery, damage is really high, crit is extremely high because I'm Khajiit, Serpent Mundus Stone. So everything is really nice for this build. Even as a dual proc set build, our stats are really awesome as well. Okay, so I'll go through the poisons and potions and stuff like that really quickly. So the main poison that you need to craft is poisons that gives you immobilize, that will immobilize your enemy, because you need to remember that Widowmaker is a stationary proc set now, so you want to immobilize your enemy so that they are immobilized for 1 second, and then the proc set will proc on them. That's really important. That's why my favorite poison for this build now is the Escapist poison. So it grants you unstoppable and it immobilize your target for 2.4 seconds. Really nice. And let me just close this chat. Yeah, and where am I? Yeah, and it gives you drain stamina from a target. Increase the cost of stamina ability. It's decent, but it gives you 238 stamina per second for 3.5 seconds. This will proc 4 times, so it's really nice. You get a lot of regeneration from this potion. I personally, I think this is my favorite poison for this build. Of course, there are a lot of different poisons you can use. The typical damage poison is really offensive, really nice. The poison that increases the weakness stamina ability is nice as well. Cost increase poison are decent as well, obviously, especially in non-CP. And this one is pretty nice as well. Increase the cost of your victim stamina ability and you immobilize them as well. Just in my opinion, immobilizing poisons are really powerful for Widowmaker, so make sure you use them. This one is okay as well, but it's a little bit too fancy in my opinion. So it gives you health back, damage your opponent for only 1.6 seconds, and gives you drain your enemy stamina for 2.3 seconds. Immobilize. This poison is decent, so you can use it as well. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all the ingredients to craft the poisons because there are too many, so you have to try it out yourself. Alright, you can ask me in the comment below if you really want to know which poison you want to craft. I can let you know. Okay, and the potions, obviously you can use the increased crit one, immune to knockback, or tri-stat potion are the best as well. Alright, so the skills now. It's really dependent, okay, how big of a group you are playing, because this build is really powerful in 4-man to 8-man group, not more than 8. Usually you can go 3-man, 2-man is decent as well, but 4-man is the best in my opinion because you want to kill more people with this AOE. So depending on your group, if your group need a rapid, you can put it, this front bar is a flex bar, okay. If you are in a bigger group, you can slot rapids, you can slot skills like Razor Caltrops is really nice as well on your front bar, so you slow down when you're getting zerked down, you can slow down your enemy. Or if you are a bit more selfish and you want to go a bit more solo type, you can use Killer's Blade as well, so you have an execute on the front bar. So 3 skills flex bar on your front bar. Your main damage, surprise attack, ambush, gap close, fear CC, steel tornado to proc your Widowmaker and your AOE damage as well. So this is your third source of AOE. And in cap strike is your damaging skill as well. Obviously sometimes I prefer to use Dawnbreaker on the front bar and then in cap on the back bar, or you could use Meteor as well, but yeah, usually I will use it this way. I'll use it back bar in cap and front bar Dawnbreaker or Meteor. So this is your fourth source of AOE. So you have 4 different sources of AOE, 2 from proc sets, Widowmaker and Weather Draft, and then Dawnbreaker here, and Steel Tornado. And on the back bar is your buff bar, Shuffle, Relentless Focus, Rally, Vigor, Cloak, and your optional ultimate. I usually use in cap. You can use Meteor as well if you want, so it's really up to you. Okay, so this is the dual wield setup. It's really straightforward. I think it's really powerful as well. I'll show you if you want to play in a smaller skill, let's say a solo to maybe a 4 or 5 man group, maybe 6 man is okay as well. So I'll show you how you should build it. Okay, Widowmaker Battle Axe. Yeah, I think this is the setup. Alright, so you have your Widowmaker on the front bar and you have your Eternal Hunt. Alright, so the same thing, you'll be using 2 proc sets, 2 Weather Draft, okay, medium as well. The body is heavy, Eternal Hunt set. So this is your so-called third proc set, but it's just like defensive proc set. And then we'll be using 4 pieces of Eternal Hunt. Everything is impenetrable as well. And then everything medium, only 1 heavy on the body, 1 Widowmaker belt on the body, 3 Widowmaker pieces, the 2-hand Widowmaker sword, battle axe or maul, really up to you, on the front bar. And on the back bar, Eternal Hunt bow. Eternal Hunt bow, make sure it's infused and you use weapon damage glyph. Okay, so this is the flexible, I would say, kind of like a smaller skill type build, so you're not focusing on so much on AOE. Instead, you'll be using all the typical skills, you know, like you can drop poison injection if you want, because you're not using Master Bow. You can use maybe like an AOE skill like Caltrops or something like that if you want. Just make sure you use Relentless Focus, because this is really important. And on the back bar, usually what I'll use is I'll use a bow ultimate, so I can burn through targets, the tanking targets. And on the front bar, usually I'll use Dawnbreaker. Okay, so you get a little bit of AOE. If you want to go a bit more small skill, like more single target, just use Incap Strike. So it's really strong. It's really fine. Okay, so I think I'm done with all this stuff now. I'm gonna show you the CP first. After I show you the CP, I'll show you how often the proc sets will proc, so you have an idea how to play this build, you know. CP is really straightforward, to be honest. 48 Warlock, 27 Siphoner, 2 Sprint, 75 Mooncalf, 7 Tenacity, 66 Tumbling, really important, 5 Shadow Ward, 27 Bless, 13 Shattering Blow, 17 Master at Arms, 51 Precise Strike, 56 Mighty, 11 Piercing, 16 Resistance, 66 Ironclad, really important Ironclad, 20 Thick Skin, 56 Hardy, 49 Elemental Defender, and 23 Quick Recovery. Alright, so let me just slot my my original dual view setup so you can see the full potential of this build. Bone Pirate here, and then Bone Pirate belt as well. So we still need the dual view Widowmaker. Alright, Widowmaker, we got 5 piece, Bone Pirate 5 piece, everything is fine. I just need to switch the skills super quickly, so I'm gonna use the dual view skill, Steel Tornado, and on the front bar, yeah, I'll just use like Execute, just for example. Alright, so okay, so usually like you buff up. I forgot to totally slot Rally. Alright, so you rally, you buff up everything. Usually you tap target your opponent, you go cloak, you go ambush in, you go. You see? Instantly, the 2 proc sets proc. With just 2 or 3 rotation, instantly the proc sets will proc. That's why I feel like this build is really powerful AOE wise. And even with Steel Tornado, your both of your skills can proc, your proc sets can proc. That's why I feel like this is just really powerful. Yeah, so I think that's about it for this build, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or what, just let me know in the description below. In the comments below, I'll just try to go through to them. And yeah, just remember, this is not a really 1vx build, you know. This is like a build where you play with friends, you have fun with, so don't expect like you can do crazy 1vx with this build. It's still possible with the bow setup, but I don't think it's the best. It's not like the optimum. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in this video. Okay, bye.